now this one, because I kind of want to look into this. Like, why is it that animals can regrow their limbs? And it's the reason why is because yesterday like 2 days ago, like I saw this movie about like a guy who like spends like his entire life trying to like figure out a way to help people, like a scientist guy who like tries to like figure out a way to like help people by creating like a medication that can like using like the DNA of like stuff like this thing, whatever the hell this is, that can like regrow limbs, like lizards that regrow their limbs. Like some lizards can regrow like their arms, some of them can regrow their legs, some of them can regrow their tails, like iguanas. And it was a good movie, but then like he messes it up and like he becomes like a bad guy. Freaking Spider-Man. That's what it was. Yeah, it was Spider-Man. The one with Toby with Garfield. With Toby McGarfield. What's his name? The Garfield. The guy. Not Toby Maguire. The Garfield guy. Yeah, the one with the Garfield. Andrew Garfield. That one. It's a good one. I like that one. The one with the blonde chick that dies. Spoilers. She hot. They should have kept her in there. I like that one. The one, the Gwen Stacy. Spider Gwen. Spider
In
Gwen
addition to changing the plots to
does
appeal to
whatever a
lizards,
Spider
our whole
Gwen
outlook
does.
on injury and amputation would be completely different. For some creatures, this isn't science fiction, but something
Yeah,
that's
she
common
fell
and straightforward
from a
like
tower.
growing back a trimmed fingernail.
Spooderman
Limb regeneration.
couldn't catch her. Look out! Here comes Spider Gwen
Hey, I'm Tasha.
falling
and you're watching
down.
Animalogic. Today we're talking about creatures with
Oh no,
incredible powers of
Spooderman.
regeneration. If these superheroes lose a limb, spinal cord, tail, or even damage their vital organs, they can return to their uninjured state without so much as a scar to show for it. Most famous of the regenerators is the adorable Axolotl.
Yeah, how come she didn't throw her purse? Like she probably could have used her purse to like get a little bit of extra distance reach. I don't know. I feel like they could have saved each other.
Stoma mexicanum, this sassy little salamander, is up there with pygmy hippos and quokkas as the internet's most beloved cuties. That's because axolotls are neotenic, which means they keep their
Hey, how come Gwen was even there in the first place? Like, why'd she show up? Like, she don't even got superpowers. Why she like trying to get involved? I don't even get that. Sorry, I got really. I'm thinking about Spider-Man now.
vital organs. They can return to their
Tell me about
uninjured
these
state
little
without
Mudkips,
so much
little
as a scar
axolotls.
to show for it.
Bro, when
Most
I was
famous
playing Pokemon Emerald, bro, like you don't even understand, bro. Mudkip was my boy.
Is the adorable.
Oh, I love
Axolotl.
Blaziken now.
And-
Like as an adult, I like Blaziken. I like the Trico guy. But Mudkip was my boy, bro. That was my boy. Ooh, that was my boy. Y'all let me know if y'all want to play Pokemon. I just need to get, like, I mean, I've been saying it forever, but I gotta genuinely get another Elgato and, like, replace the one that I got going on right now for, like, one that has Nintendo. That has, like, so I can, like, well, no, not for one that has Nintendo, but for, like, one that actually, like, I can use to play the Nintendo Switch. Because the problem is that right now, my Elgato doesn't, like, the aux doesn't work, so like I like there's no way for me to hear it or hear the computer. Like I have to hear the audio on a delay, because I like because the aux port on mine is broken, so I have to like order another one. And then like and so like if I wanted to play Pokemon or like the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, or really any console game without it being this PC specifically, I would have to like have like absolutely zero audio, like whatsoever, unfortunately, and that sucks. I don't want to do that.
Up there with pygmy hippos and quokkas as the internet's most beloved cuties. That's because axolotls are neotenic, which means they keep their juvenile features into adulthood. They basically
Yeah,
look
they're
like
neotenic. I bet y'all didn't even know what that meant, but I did because I'm a genius.
puppies forever. But even more than for their adorable looks, axolotls are widely known as being the most regenerative species on Earth. Because
Yeah, my Mudkip, he had like hella maxed out HP. That's why you can teach him. Rest, and he'll like regenerate his health again.
of these superpowers, hundreds of thousands of axolotls are studied in labs around the world. That's despite being almost
I got you, girl. It's pronounced axolotl.
entirely extinct in the wild. Their original habitat was limited to 2 single lakes in the southern Mexico City neighborhood of Xochimilco, where wild
I really want an axolotl, but they're like super complicated as hell to take care of. But I really, really, really want to like start like a farm of axolotls.
specimen are rarely seen. All amphibians show some degree.
I feel like since they're like so rare, I feel like we should like there should be like a hobbyists. You know, like certain species that are like about to go extinct. I feel like hobbyists need to like sort of like like sort of like help pick up the slack a little bit. You know.
Of regrowth, but not every species can regenerate. Salamanders are the top regenerators of the amphibians and can recreate tissues, organs, parts of their nervous system, or even entire body parts throughout their lives.
Bro, they can regenerate organs, bro. That's freaking that's meta, bro. That's cheating.
Cream of the salamander regenerator crop, being able to regenerate most of their tissues and organs throughout their lives. Even parts.
Yeah, but if you freaking leave them in like water that's like 2 pH high, like they freaking die.
Their brain. They're so regenerative that they can even accept transplanted organs and limbs from other individuals.
How come they're so damn sensitive when you gotta put them in your aquarium, though?
What happens when a salamander's limb is severed? Just like in most other species, first the wound heals over.
Oh, that fool looks cool.
For humans and other non-limb regenerating creatures.
Oh, bro, y'all seen the giant Chinese salamander? That dude's cool, bro. I love that guy. He's so cool.
Scar. But for regenerating amphibians, the journey continues. There are two main phases for limb regrowth. In the first phase, and within a few hours of amputation, the wound epidermis at the stump end forms and starts sending chemical signals to the cells below.
That means it hurts, and it starts bleeding.
In response, cells from the surrounding tissues rush toward the wound area, forming what's called a blastema. These cells come from the muscle and tissue in the stump, which have reverted back to their earlier state, making them so-called progenitor cells. Progenitor cells are descendants of stem cells, which have the ability to self-renew and turn into many different types of cells. Since progenitor cells
how come our cells can't do that?
Come from stem cells, they share some qualities. But progenitor cells can't infinitely renew like stem cells can, and are also more specialized. A progenitor cell in a limb is going to turn into a cell that existed in that limb and won't turn into, for example, an eyeball like a stem cell could.
But like, how does that know? Is it like because of the Hox gene? Like, is it like does the Hox does the Hox gene intricately know like I'm supposed to be like an arm, or is it like just like intricately like right cause like how would this cell like know to be like okay this is because like it would like this cell would know okay this is the cell next to me, that means I gotta write this cell, and that cell would know this information. And that cell, I'm guessing, yeah, like that'd be written into that cell, right? Like, is that how it goes? Like, it's like this cell would write that cell, and that cell, since it was written by this cell, technically it knows that it's supposed to write the next one? That's crazy, bro.
Once the blastema is formed, the second phase begins, called blastema-mediated redevelopment, a fancy way of saying the actual regrowing part. The blastema keeps expanding and grows outwards in a cone shape. Now, the progenitor cells within the blastema can start specializing. They'll continue to grow the limb until it's an exact replica of the original, with the same function, anatomy, and...
Oh, so they don't even, it's not even that complicated. It just makes a tumor first, and then, once the, like, tumor is big enough, and, like, it can, like, get cells in and out and going, then it starts to rewrite everything? Maybe it's actually more complicated. I don't know if that's more complicated or less complicated, honestly. All I know is that I don't know.
Size. Salamanders aren't the only creatures capable of regeneration. Planarians, otherwise known as flatworms, are also super regenerators.
Oh, I've seen those fools. Those fools are cool. But they also eat other stuff, like... I've seen... Y'all seen a flatworm eat something? It's scary.
Tails, and even entire organisms from small body fragments. Similar to salamanders, the new tissue grows out of a blastema. If the body fragment that's regenerating doesn't have the parts the flatworm needs to eat, it has to use whatever resources the fragment contains to regenerate.
And they regenerate like an exact clone too, right? I think they did like an experiment, if I remember correctly. They did like an experiment where they like taught a worm like, hey, if you eat this, it's good, and if you eat that, it's like bad. Or like something like that, or like they showed it like, hey, you gotta like do this maze, or you find the food or something like that, and then they like cut it into like little pieces, and like the little piece grew back a whole ass like worm, and the worm still like knew, it like retained that information. It's like, oh damn, so now there's just like two clones. You know, they'd be like two monkeys right now.
This means that the flatworm can't always grow back.
And like both monkeys would know everything that each monkey knew.
Some species of starfish, like the Pacific bloodstar, crown of thorns starfish, and ochre sea star, have the ability to regenerate lost limbs. Even a single limb can regrow the entire star if some of the central disc is still attached. That's because each arm contains parts of the star's vital organs. Much like sea stars themselves, regeneration is a slow process, taking upwards of a year to return to their original shape. Starfish often lose their limbs due to predation, but they can also detach their limbs at will in a process known as autotomy, usually for self-defense. Dropping a limb to provide an easy snack for a predator is certainly preferable to being gobbled up whole. Many species of lizards, like the green anole...
True though, but like at that point, is it like, since like that becomes you eventually, is that not like, would that version of you that you like, that arm, just be like, oh damn, like that would, like technically that would experience the whole thing, right? Oh look, there's a leopard gecko. There's like the leopard gecko that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this leopard gecko. They can regenerate, but they can't regenerate their tail back. This like tail, it has all the fat. Like whenever they eat food and they like, you know, it doesn't go to their thighs. It goes to their tail. But if they drop the tail if they're scared. But if they drop the tail, they like it's like they don't regrow it back.
Leopard gecko can also drop their tails to evade predators. After it's dropped, the tail even continues to wiggle, providing the perfect distraction for the lizard to make a quick escape. Unlike a axolotl, which can regenerate a perfect replica of their lost appendage, the regenerated tails of lizards are made of cartilage instead of bone. The common blue-tongued lizard's tail even grows back shorter than it was before. Some crustaceans, like Parhyele hawaiiensis,
yeah, I think for the leopard gecko, it grows back way shorter, and it don't look right. It looks fugly.
Are also able to regenerate an amputated leg within a couple of weeks. The initial replacement
What the hell is
leg
that?
is smaller than the others, but with each subsequent molt, the leg becomes more and more indistinguishable from the original. Adult zebrafish are also able to regenerate many of the tissue in their bodies, including all fins, the retina, spinal cord, heart, and kidneys. While fins are regenerated from a blastema, like in salamanders, other organs in the zebrafish rely on different...
Hey, nah, I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna get that millipede. And I'm gonna get a bigger tank so I can put my turtle in with some fish. Maybe get like 1 or 2 tetras. Cause like he's like, is there like turtle toys?
processes to repair themselves.
I feel like bro is bored in there. Cause he be moving rocks around and stuff, and he be playing with like the equipment in there. It's like, bro, I need to get you something to play with.
The hearts of zebrafish are the most regenerative of any vertebrate. Up to 20% of the ventricle can be regrown without the
I have a tech deck. Should I just put the turtle in the tech deck and see what it does?
formation of scar tissue.
Right, that'll give him like some, like that'll make him have fun. I thought about like putting like a little like monitor, like a little TV, so they could like watch some like cartoons or something.
One killer of human beings is heart disease, which is essentially just scarring of the heart.
Or maybe I'll put on some like turtle videos, like on YouTube on my big TV. I mean, they technically have a direct line of sight. Maybe you'll like enjoy it.
Prevents short-term damage, but its stiffness limits the heart's overall function, eventually leading to failure. So knowing all that, we gotta ask, why can't humans regenerate like these super creatures? One answer may be that it's not that
because we suck, bro. It's a skill issue.
Humans can't regenerate. It's that our bodies form scar tissue when we're injured before we can regenerate. Recent research has shown that introducing macrophages, a type of white blood cell that contributes to scarring, to axolotls in cardiac arrest, caused them to develop scars in their hearts and completely blocked regeneration. Scientists are currently in the process of determining what would happen if, like axolotls, we didn't have these scar-forming cells stepping in when our limbs are amputated. Furthermore, just because humans can't regenerate
I'm like pretty sure we would just bleed the frick out. Right? Like, I'm pretty sure 90% of the reason why animals don't like bleed out in the ocean is because of the water pressure, right?
Doesn't mean that this ability isn't locked away somewhere in our genetic code. Salamanders and humans share a common ancestor that lived around 330 million years ago, right around the time when the fish-like creatures of the age began growing limbs and taking their first steps on land. There's still a long way to go in our research about our own regenerative powers and what could be possible in the future. In addition to regeneration, axolotls are also 1,000 times more resistant to cancer than mammals. That's why studying these super regenerators is so critical for medical advancements. Who knows what diseases and ailments we might cure in the future once we solve the mysteries of regeneration. So what should we talk about next? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for new videos every week.
Nah, but how come we can't solve that like right now? So that I can become a superhuman. Like how come it's in the future? Like that sucks.
Bye. If you like this video,
How come all the
check
cool
out our
stuff
video
is
on
happening in the
cutting,
future?
which is when animals purposely cut off their limbs.
Hey everyone, we have exciting news. We're thrilled to announce the release of Animalogic's very first
Oh,
book,
bro, that's a secretary
Strange
bird.
Creatures.
I seen that one in
This book dives
Abretsuko.
into the most incredible animals we've ever featured on the show, with each chapter packed with my illustrations and stunning full-color
Shout out to the
images.
makakes again.
It's a fun,
Best
and
chapter in the
engaging way
book.
to learn about the animal kingdom, and a perfect tool to spark kids' interest in science. Each chapter breaks down an animal's biology, behavior, and all the coolest facts you need to know about these fascinating creatures. Animalogic's
Coconut
Strange
crabs don't
Creatures
taste
is
like
a
coconut.
must-have addition to your own library, or the perfect gift for an animal lover
I
this
know, you're
upcoming
disappointed.
holiday season.
I
Click
can
the
tell.
link in the description to check it out, and if you can, pre-order a copy. Pre-ordering would help us get an extra bump in the Amazon algorithm, and that would mean the world to us. So thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing.
The
Please go drop them a like, go drop them a sub.
Imagine a
Phenomenal,
world-
phenomenal video by Animalogic. I'll go ahead and share the video on the Discord. And if you're watching on the VOD, it'll be down in the description below. Please be sure to go check it out. Ayoo, Monodachis! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Salut!